Hey, fatty, this is how I'm building pure muscle, getting stronger by the day, seeing the changes in the mirror, and not gaining an ounce of body fat, baby. Not an ounce! Not an ounce! Eating the lean meat and vegetable diet, you fat pigs. Okay, all I do is I make sure I get a good amount of vegetables, hit my fiber, hit my micros that I wouldn't get from the lean meat. Make sure I'm good on my water intake. Make sure I'm good on my two main electrolyte salts, the two main ones, sodium and potassium. After that, all the hunger that I have is protein deficiency. Hunger is protein deficiency once you've covered those other things. Okay, if you know you're good on those other things, you chase protein, fat ass. Lean meat. That's how you're going to have the highest satiety per calorie diet. What's that even mean? That means you're going to be able to run the calories through the floor, feeling like you're eating in abundance, which you are, because you're getting so much protein. Because the only real food source on a protein, fat, and carbs is the protein. It's the protein. Okay, that's how I can have no hunger and build muscle and lean body. That's it. Okay, if you're restricting protein, you're just fighting a fight that doesn't need to be fought. That's why you can't lose weight, you fat pig. Because you're literally restricting the protein. Soon as the protein's cranked up, meaning you're just intuitively chasing it when you're hungry, you're just going to get ripped. And build muscle at the same time all the way down if you give yourself a training stimulus. Now, what do I have today for protein sources? I haven't even bought my vegetables and stuff yet. I'm going to show you a lean protein source today, fat ass. Lean. This is dry curd cottage cheese. Now, this whole tub is 545 calories, the whole damn tub. Whole tub, you know how filling this is? The whole tub? It's only 545 calories. How is it so low in calories? Because the fat is rock bottom. You fat pigs need to be pushing the fat and the carbs right out of your diet with lean meat and vegetables. The carbs are rock bottom. Okay, you don't need more fat and carbs, fatty. That's what's supporting your body fat. You need more protein to support your lean body mass, fat ass. Okay, so what's the protein percentage of this? Okay, this cottage cheese. So 120 grams of protein. 120 grams of protein. So if you take 120 grams of protein times 4 calories per gram, divided by 545 total calories, you get 88% protein. 88%. Okay, now if you've been watching my previous videos, you notice that I'm about 55 to 60% of my total calories a day from protein. Okay, when you got protein sources this lean, I have room to water down my calories a little bit with some other food sources that might not be great in protein and still have a crazy high protein percentage. Exactly why I'm staying so lean and building muscle. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Now, you super fat pigs, you want to get super aggressive, you need like something just like this and just lean vegetables. Okay, that would be like Lyle McDonald's RFL protocol. Crazy lean protein, straight lowest calorie vegetables. Okay, to get guys shredded. Okay, and if it's being used to get bodybuilders down to 4 or 5% body fat, that makes it perfect for fat pigs. You need to eat like a bodybuilder on a cut, you fat pig. You need to eat like a bodybuilder on a cut. Okay, what's the other protein source I have here now today? This salmon. This is 560 calories, not quite as lean as that cottage cheese. So that cottage cheese is 88% protein. 88%. 88. Okay? You know how satiated you're on 88% protein? You're shutting that protein switch off quick. Okay? Which is the main cause of your hunger. Hunger is protein deficiency, you fat pigs. Assuming you're good on your two main electrolytes, sodium and potassium, good on your water intake, good on your fiber, good on your micronutrients you wouldn't get from your lean meat sources. All the hunger after that is because you haven't eaten enough protein, you fat ass pig. This salmon, 560 calories total, this whole can of salmon. 88 grams of protein. Okay, the percentage of protein in this can of salmon is 63%. Now, between both of these, we have 1,105 calories total. Okay? So it's about the protein percent on the day. And by default, if you're eating lean meat and vegetables, your protein percentage is going to be sky high. Exactly what you want. Because you're trying to lose weight faster than hell and keep all your muscle on, fat ass. These 1,105 calories, okay, a total protein count of 208 grams, which is 832 calories from protein. So the total percent protein in these two items is 75%. 75%. If you're eating these with green vegetables, you're getting ripped. Not to mention the thermic effect of protein is sky high. So people just don't get that either. The more calories in your diet from protein, the higher the protein percentage, the more the calorie output, because it takes a pile of energy to break up that protein. Because it's the only macro that's real food. That's why it takes energy to break it up, to break the protein into amino acids. It takes no energy to digest fat. That's why it's shit. That's why you fat pigs need to avoid fat like the plague. It takes next to no energy to digest carbs. That's why you fat pigs need to avoid carbs like the plague. Fat and carbs are supporting your fat mass, idiots. Okay, the protein's going to support your lean body mass. Okay, that's what's going to satiate you. Protein, the electrolyte salts, fiber, water, the micros from the vegetables. That's the most aggressive form of the lean meat and vegetable diet. So my protein percentage intuitively, okay, chasing protein, especially when I've already got in a pile of vegetables, hit some good fiber numbers, got in a pile of water, my protein percentage, chasing protein intuitively, ended up at about 55 to 60% protein calories on the day. Anybody that's eating that kind of percentage is going to get ripped. Guaranteed. But you super fat pigs, you might even be higher than that. It's fine. You're fat. You're fat. So I keep bringing up Martin Berkhan. Okay, the long-lost Martin Berkhan. Okay, Lyle was even before him. But Martin used to promote 50 to 60% of his calories from protein. This is a guy, his whole shtick was lean gains. Build muscle and lean body. 50 to 60% of the calories from protein. That's all that matters, is the protein percentage. Because how did he end up there? How do all these guys end up there? How did I end up there? Because when you're trying to stay lean, the calories got to come down. Now, how do you make yourself actually fed? Like fed. Meaning you're hitting everything your body needs on a low calorie count to stay lean. Protein's got to be cranked. Because your protein requirement will spike way up as you get really lean. Okay, and Martin obviously realized this. Okay, if I want to stay super lean, first off, I got to destroy my hunger. You're never going to stay lean. Crank the protein. Secondly, you need to get enough protein to still build muscle and lean body. And that's how you come to that conclusion of 50 to 60% of your calories from protein. But some of you fat pigs, if you're listening to me, we know this cottage cheese was 88%. Imagine just eating this cottage cheese with a pile of green vegetables. The green vegetables might water your total protein percentage down to 80. You could be at like 80. Okay, you could be crazy high in the percentages of fat pig. Okay, down the road what'll happen, it'll level out as long as you're always chasing protein. Whatever your protein percentage ends up being, that's what it ends up being. Okay? Martin would talk about how he'd have days where he would juggle the fat and the carbs a little bit. You got to remember, this guy's ripped. Okay, this guy's ripped. But he'd always chase the protein because then he's pushing the fat and carbs out of the diet, which is exactly what I do. Okay, that's exactly how I figured this shit out, because I changed my mindset and started chasing lean protein when I got hungry. Okay, so the diet is high protein. Doesn't matter what the damn fat and carbs are. Okay, and you super fat pigs, that's why you're eating green vegetables, to get the carbs as low as you can get them. Because you're trying to pull the calories as low as possible while still being satiated to the gills and keeping all your muscle, if not building muscle, on the way down. Okay, so like some people, because I'm bringing back Martin and starting to talk about him a little bit, okay, because he pretty much got swept under the rug. He'll talk about days where he plays with the fat and the carbs a bit, but that part doesn't even matter. That was just his preference. The one thing that didn't change is the protein percent was cranked. 50 to 60%. And you super fat pigs, There's people that I'm coaching, they're eating the lean meat and the vegetables that are going to be way higher than that by default. Like lean meat and vegetables, you're going to be higher than that. Like even eating the salmon at 63%. The salmon, okay, and you add vegetables, you'll bring the 63% protein down a bit, but you can be at 60% protein just eating this salmon and a pile of vegetables. Okay, you're getting ripped even on this salmon and vegetables, let alone this cottage cheese. Like we're talking Lyle McDonald's RFL protocol. Like egg whites, cottage cheese, and green vegetables to get to 4% body fat, which works perfect for fat pigs. A fat pig needs to eat like a goddamn bodybuilder on a straight up prep. Okay, lowest fat meat sources you can find. Lowest calorie meat sources. Lowest calorie meat sources, Google it. Lowest calorie vegetables, Google it. So when I pick these so when I'm going to the grocery store now, basically I'm like, okay, what's going to put me at about 50 to 60% calories from my protein? And you know how hard that is even to get in? That's the whole point. Okay, how I figured this out is I started just pushing all the carbs and fat out of the diet with the protein and the vegetables. Especially when I was still really pulling and really trying to cut before I got ripped. Okay, now that I'm ripped, I can play. Okay, but I always chase that protein. That's all how I had tightened it up. If I looked in the mirror, I'm like, okay, I better tighten this up. I just eat more protein because it just brings my calories down and pushes the other shit out of the diet. So people that ask me is like, what about eating this carb? What about eating this shit? How can you still even get it in, fatty, if you are listening to me and you're pounding in lean protein? How are you still hungry, fatty? Because you're not eating the protein first, dummy. You chase that protein, especially after you've got in a good amount of vegetables. Okay, when you start doing that, you're getting ripped. You are getting ripped and building muscle at the same time. So this is 75% protein. So I could technically water this down a bit with some foods that almost have no protein in them tonight and still be at 55-60%, which I know I can stay leaner than hell on that. Leaner than hell. You ain't overeating a diet that's 60% protein with a pile of fiber and water, fat ass. It's impossible. It's impossible. You're not overeating lean meat and vegetables in its purest form. It's absolutely impossible. It's absolutely impossible. And it's so easy to stick to it because you're so fat. And then once you get lean, you can play. And then you're using the mirror. I don't even weigh myself anymore. I don't even use a scale. It's pointless. Okay, it actually hurts my results. Because if I was using a scale, I might put downward pressure on my body weight now, and I wouldn't allow myself to actually build muscle, where my weight could actually pop up a pound or two over time. I just use the mirror. Because I have complete accountability to the food choices and the mirror and the results in the gym. It's so easy when you change your mindset and get away from this protein restrictive behavior. I've done it all, fatties. I've ran the protein through the floor with crazy high fat. I've ran the protein through the absolute floor with crazy high carb. Dog shit, muscle loss city. I could never keep the calories low enough for long enough to stay lean either, and I'd be losing muscle if I even had the willpower to keep the calories down in that dog shit macro split. The percentage of the protein in the diet dictates everything. That on top of your fiber and getting in your salts, getting in your water, fiber, salts, micros from your vegetables, the protein dictates everything. The higher the percentage of protein in your diet, the leaner and more jacked you're going to get, you fat pigs. And you super fat pigs, the most aggressive food choices you want to chase is going to be the lowest calorie meat sources, the lowest calorie vegetables. And if you're hungry, you just eat more lean meat and vegetables, you fat ass pig. That is as simple as I can make this. Okay, I'd like to explain what happens. As you get leaner, what's going to happen is your protein requirement goes higher. But you don't got to count shit. You just need to chase the protein when you're fucking hungry. That's your screw up. That's your screw up. You shouldn't be like, oh, I was hungry, so I ate a banana. What did that do for you, you fat pig? You didn't get nothing from it. Okay, you need food. Protein is food. Okay, when you understand that, you'll understand that, geez, these low calorie counts that I need to actually hold on to stay lean aren't so crazy anymore because the protein's cranked. Okay, it's a protein problem. Okay, a lot of you dumbasses are still trying to drive the calories down on a bad macro split. Your protein gets so low that you're literally losing muscle and you can't keep the calories down, you just break and eat like a pig. Once you've built up a bunch of vegetables in that diet on the day, got a good amount of fiber, you're eating aggressive low-carb vegetables is the most aggressive. You see me eating peas and carrots, that's not even the most aggressive. Okay, you can get ripped on lean protein even in peas and carrots. But if you want to get the most aggressive, okay, go follow Cole Hudikoff, the young guy in the wheelchair I'm coaching. Watch what he's doing. He's eating lean meat and vegetables. Okay, he lost 26 pounds in 28 days, you fat pigs, and he's in a wheelchair. He's eating tight. He's even utilizing the intermittent fasting to even make something that's aggressive even more aggressive. Okay, he's getting in his salts. He's getting in his fiber. Okay, that's the most aggressive form of this. Once you're lean, you can play, but that doesn't change the fact that when you're hungry, you're always chasing that lean protein. Okay, and this is how you actually could get ripped. Okay, which is a very low percentage of people on the planet. Okay, with muscle, baby, muscle. Okay, there's a lot of skinny people that, man, they could die at old age because they got no muscle to fight off sickness. Okay, muscle matters, fat ass. You want to be lean and strong. Okay, that's going to give you the highest resilience. Okay, the most longevity. It all comes back to lean meat and vegetables, all of it. Because if you're making a better food choice, it'll come back to the lowest calorie meat sources and the lowest calorie vegetables. And over time, as long as you're always chasing the lean protein, when you get down to where I'm at, that's where Martin Burkhan talks about, you know, he's playing with fat and carbs to make up the rest of those calories, but that doesn't even matter. Because the one thing that was constant, same with Lyle's protocol, the protein is cranked. Lyle's protocol, the protein can get up to 80-90% of the calories when you're talking RFL for a bodybuilder. Okay, Martin was probably hanging around 10% body fat or just under that, eating about 50-60% of his calories from protein. He's never going to drop the protein calories to fit in more fat and carbs. All right? He would just juggle those two. That's just preference. Because now that I'm mentioning his name, I know people are going to go look him up. Okay, and they're going to become experts on him and they don't know shit. Okay, look at the fucking protein percentage. That's what matters. Okay, if you're not losing weight, and you're still hungry, and you're eating too much fat and carbs, fat ass. You need to eat more protein. Check your salts. Get in your water. Get in your fiber and your micros from those vegetables, and you'll just keep dropping weight. And you can have so much confidence in that diet, you wouldn't even have to get on the goddamn scale. Because I get it. Even weighing yourself, yeah, it takes 2 seconds, but you know how much that fucks with people's mind? Okay, I'm going to make a whole nother video talking about that bullshit soon, too. Okay, I can literally see people getting a rush when they get on the scale. And the other thing happens too, when they see a bad number, they don't even know what they're looking for. And they can just go on complete binge mode because they fucking had a bad weigh-in, even though they made no mistakes. Okay, just that the body swung around a bit. You don't need to worry about any of that shit when you have this food choice accountability. I don't weigh myself for fuck all. I don't weigh myself anymore. Shit, it's a waste. It doesn't give me anything that helps me. Okay, it doesn't give anything that helps me because all it does is make me chase down a number. And at this level of body fat, okay, somehow I'm staying lean without weighing myself. Somehow I'm staying lean. What, you can't do it? Because you eat like shit. You eat like shit. So you're always checking if your diet's working. Because you eat like shit. Okay, then if you start to get really lean, if you're chasing the scale down, you would never allow yourself to build any muscle. Because your weight could actually start creeping up and you'll just look leaner in the mirror. Until next time, lean meat and vegetable diet, you fat pigs. Google the lowest calorie meat sources, lowest calorie vegetables. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to have the protein as high as you can handle and the carbs and fat as low as you can possibly handle. and you just keep putting pressure on those food choices. Pressure on the food choices is where the fucking problem is. The problem is you eat like shit because you make the food choices are shit. And you don't understand that the protein needs to be cranked to kill your hunger. Pressure on the low-calorie plants and the low-calorie meats is going to get you fucking ripped. And then you're going to have confidence in your diet. It's you idiots. It's you. You eat like shit. You have no fucking food choice accountability. Once you get that in your back pocket, you'll have confidence till the day you die with maintaining a wicked body composition. Not just a fucking weight. An awesome body composition. Maximum muscle mass if you're doing some resistance training with the lowest body fat, you fat ass pigs.